Hello. Hello all. And welcome to NTI Live. This is NTI Live 13. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Welcome aboard. So, today is NTI Live. This is NTI Live 13. This is the Logitech G29 full set unboxing. Now, I guess that's a bit of a lie, because first of all, I want to say this. Yesterday, on the normal Sunday episode of NTI Live, I actually unboxed the shifter, the optional shifter, because it came in a day early. But now, we have the full set. So, let's go and bring this beast of a box in. This big, fat beast of a thing. Not that heavy, but quite the box, if you ask me. Just checking for any sensitive information that I haven't covered out yet. I've already covered out my normal sensitive information. But I think we're all good. So, this is it. It's a massive box, as you can see. Don't really know I'm going to be able to show you this unboxing properly, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest. I'm not going to show you that side. But we'll just try unboxing it from over here. I'll just cut it along the lines and we'll just take it out. Alright, so let's begin with the stream. Alright, so first of all I'm gonna grab my trusty good old iFixit kit. Of course, gotta have this thing. Every single stream, this thing has gotta make an appearance somehow. And we're gonna get out my trusty old Batman shank, which is an iFixit Jimmy knife or something, Johnny knife, whatever it's called. Not that good, but I don't know, it does the job. So we're gonna just cut this. I'm just gonna go away from it, obviously. So I'm just gonna start the cut here. And I'm just going to slowly make my way along, like so. Alright, we're just going to cut the first seam off over here. I don't know if you can actually hear me very, very well, because I am behind a massive box. So we're just going to try get this one now. You can see my hair now, look at that. I've got awful hair. Alright, we're gonna just take this one down slowly. See, it's not a very good knife, isn't it? It's not really the most best of equipment, but it does work in the end. That's one side. Gonna do the second one now. So I'm just gonna grab this knife. It's right on my monitor now. This is excellent. I don't think I've actually cut it there. No, okay, I've got it. Alright, that's the first part. Ooh, see a great big logo over there. It's actually upside down. Well, I'll fix that up in a... Yes, big fat opening, man. Big boy opening. How are he doing? Alright, so we'll take this part off first. This one should be fairly straightforward. That's one. And I'm just going to do the other one off camera, just because, you know, I'm not really bothered to turn around the box again. Alright. I'm now going to flip around the box, just for... Who's my present? Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's my present. Alright, so... we got this one now. Here we are. There it is. The Logitech G29. In its full glory now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have the box of truth. So now I'm going to take this thing out. I'm just going to be very careful with it. I want to be really, really careful with it. Alright. Now, I don't know why it says PlayStation on it, because this is actually the PC version. I know it says PlayStation on it, but it does say official licensed products. I think it's just been PlayStation licensed. Yep, what you need. PlayStation 5 console, PlayStation 4 console, or PlayStation 3 system, or Windows 11, Windows 10. See? It's fine. So, don't worry. If anyone gets this, just look at the what you need section over here, because you will see that you don't exactly need a PlayStation. You can just use a PC, which obviously in my case is the case. That sounded really weird, but somehow made sense to a certain degree. So I'm now going to use my parcel tape covered up knife, and I'm going to cut the part over here. No, it is not that heavy. First part, second part. Alright, we're now gonna get this thing up. Alright, there we go. Loading all up. Okay, so I'm now gonna empty out the contents one by one. So I'm just gonna check something real quick before we begin. Alright, let's begin. So first of all we have the normal documentation sort of thing. So we're just going to put that over here. I'm just going to put the box down now. We're just going to get out the contents. So I'm just going to place the box on the floor. Like so. Alright. Ah yes, first of all we have the infamous looking power supply. Of course, more things to worry about with the energy living crisis. Of course we have a US... Oh, that's not right. Oh! Alright, next up we have some more documentation. We also have a racing seat thing that we can look at. To be honest with you, I'm not really bothered about a racing seat. I don't mind my seat right now. It's a nice business chair. I'm happy with that. We have... Oh god, it's quite heavy. Not heavy, but you know, it's hard to get out the box with one hand. And 2 hands. That's taking it out the plastic. Here, we have, you probably guessed, something quite big, and that's the pedals. So we have 3 pedals here. Pretty simple actually. Accelerator, the brake, which has always been heavy on this thing, not spongy or slack, which is how it should be in a car, and of course the clutch. The accelerator is very, very light. The clutch is so-and-so. I think you need to push it down a little bit more if you want to get things done. The brake is very, very... It's not spongy or slack. It is firm. Firm brake. So hopefully, you know, it won't, you know, affect my driving in this game. But the accelerator seems pretty simple. Just a slight push down. Clutch. A bit more. And, yeah. So, hi! Hello! Hi. Alright, so these are the pedals. We're now going to put this over to one side. My desk is piled high with stuff right now. And of course, one of the last main things about this. Why did they waste so much cardboard just for aesthetics? I don't know why the hell they did that, but oh well. And here's the main thing. This steering wheel. Welcome back to NTI. Yes, welcome back to NTI. Alright, steering wheel. This is nice. So, let's get the plastic off these bad boys, huh? Starting off with the pedals. So, you know what? No. Let's start right from the basics. Let's get down to the power supply. So, we're gonna just take the power supply out here. This is the first part. Obviously plugs into the UK AC or DC. I think we have 240 volts AC, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm not very good at my electronics, if you do excuse me. We got the power supply here. It feels very, very light for this sort of power supply. Then again, though, it is only just a couple buttons with a great big steering wheel and stuff. So that's, I guess, that's not really that complicated. Let's look at the fuse here. What have we actually got? What's the actual power on this? Not the fuse, the power. What does it want? What does it need? It just says it's fused. Alright, I'll have to take... Oh, no, wait. The actual power supply might tell you that. It's an AC adapter. 100, 240 volt AC. Okay, yeah, just the usual. Alright, we'll put that over to the side. We actually have a guide here. We'll look at that in a little bit. Right, next up. We're going to put this over to the side. Actually, I'm going to put that somewhere on my... I'm just going to put that in the box. So I know what to take out and what to put in. We have the pedals. So, the pedals are big boys. Once again, for people who weren't here, I was only one person, but you know. We have the accelerator, the brake, of course not spongy or slack, pretty firm, and the clutch, which is quite sturdy. Hopefully, when I'm lifting my foot off it, it feels like an actual, maybe not an actual clutch, but you know, hopefully it feels quite similar. It kind of reminds me of the Ford Focus ST line pedals that I used to use when I was driving. Quite nice. Right, so I'll put that on the side as well. Ah, very, very good. I like how I knew exactly what he was saying just by looking at the symbols. Alright, now of course we have the steering wheel. Steering wheel is like, you know, the main thing you're going to be seeing in this stream. I might have my extra webcam and actually put it underneath my desk so you guys can actually see my feet while I'm playing. That sounds really, really weird, but basically you can see the pedals. Anyways, here's the main effect. Here's the main bad boy. It's the steering wheel. It's the one that's more, you know, known for this thing. And honestly, it feels like a toy. It doesn't feel particularly normal. The steering wheel is very, 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 very small compared to real life. I can confirm that because, of course, I do drive. But it can do. Okay, so it does 2 full turns up to lock. Going back to center now, and 1 full lock. No, you can't feel yet. You will feel after the stream. Shift pads. Vroom, 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 vroom. Very nice. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Knob, knob, knob. That sounds bad. Alright, also we have some stuff to peel off, so let's go get the ASMR stuff going now. Let's peel this bad boy off. Here we go. Lovely. Alright. The person who's watching literally just moaned at that sound. That's a very, very referenced thing that I will not go about because what's the point? Anyways, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to couple this on. And we're going to begin by getting this underway. So let's, first of all, we're going to move out the documentation. And one thing I am going to do now, just to get it out the way before we begin, I'm going to put the power supply in the socket. No, I don't need any help. I am absolutely fine. So I'm just going to plug this in now. As long as it plugs in to something easy. But I feel like it plugs into the actual steering wheel. and not just the like the pedals or something, make it a bit easier. But I think it's all going to be linked up together because honestly, it's gonna this is going to be quite a weird wired setup. So I'm just going to go underneath my desk now. I'm just going to really go plug this in. So I'll be with you within a few seconds. Right. So if anyone can hear me, I'm just plugging this in now, and it should just work like a charm. That's what I believe, obviously. But yeah. Just trying to find a clear plug, actually, to use. Because they all tend, I think they're all used, or at least most of them have been used. But I'll try not to pull anything out. I can see one plug, so I think that's a good thing. I'm going to use that one. Hopefully that's not my full power supply being used, but we're going to go for it. Alright. Okay, I'm back underneath it. Nice. Okay, nice. Right, we're plugging this in now into the thing. So just plug it in like that. Okay, and now we're just gonna begin to wire that around. And I think there's actually some cable management system that is actually used. Oh, you can see my beard there. Alright, we're just gonna, you know, get this cut and out of the way. So let me just quickly cut the plastic off here with my crap knife, if I can actually do it. Though I don't think I should actually risk it, so I'm not going to do that. Right. This is taking very long, and I don't know why. Yeah, I had to deal with this just for ages. Okay, there we go. Got off. Right, now we can plug this in to, like, you know, the steering wheel. So it's probably going to make a weird, like, it's probably going to steer to lock twice. So we'll see what happens, huh? Okay, I think the actual power goes in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to plug that in. Alright, it's probably going to spin around. Alright, here we go. Okay, it's plugged in. Is it not just turn on automatically? I'm waiting for something. Hello? Maybe it has to do something first. Unless there's like an on switch, which I'm not actually seeing. Maybe it's just not plugged in properly. Maybe it only works when it actually starts, you know, to be put into the system. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's the steering wheel. I'll set up all my key binds a little bit later, and I'll show you all that a bit later. Right, next up we have the pedals. So the pedals are now up next. I think this needs to go into the thing as well. So this actually needs to be run underneath. So I'm going to run this through my monitor and out the back. That's how this is going to work. So I'm just going to push my desk slightly forward. There we go. Alright, and now this is a very, very, very long cable. This is miles long. Alright, we're just going to plug this in. I think this is the male one. We can plug in the female one over here, which is, I think, that symbol over there. Because it does look like a pair of, you can't actually see that, but it does look like pedals. So I'm going to put that in there and hope for the best. Let's just put that in. That's plugged in. Alright. Clutch, brake, accelerate. Okay, right. Last but not least. Actually, no, not last but not least. But next up, we have our good old friend, the manual transmission shifter. So now I'm just going to plug that in. And this is probably going to be the easiest one. So we're going to put this along here. And that's obviously going to go into here. There's the gear shift thing there. Alright, they're all in. Probably can't really see that, but they are all in. By the way, can I get a hi in the chat, please, for who's still here? Just so I know what's going on. I'm not boring anyone. Because, yes, I feel pretty bad sometimes when I just go on for ages. Hi. Hi. Hello. Alright, so now we're gonna get this USB. And I'm gonna plug it in. But before we do that, we're gonna put the pedals. I just realized something. I need to unplug the pedal cable because that needs to be put underneath my desk to go through. Or I might just run it somewhere else underneath my desk. I might just run it to the back of my desk and onto the top. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But either way, it's going to be quite. It's not going to be very cable managed. It's not going to look very nice, but it will work. Okay, so let's just see what I've got to deal with. I think they actually do have carpet stoppers on this. Let me just see if they do. Yes, they do. I just don't know how to activate them. Alright, there we go. They're activated. Let's see how good they are. Yeah, that's not moving. So that is good. Right, I'm going to shove that right up to the maximum of my desk. There's a couple of old things underneath my desk which I haven't actually removed yet. One of which is a Kodak t-shirt. That's lovely. Some other malarkey which I'll throw away. Hope you don't see any of that in the stream if we actually do have to resort to that sort of thing. But we shall see. We shall see. There's also some spare keyboards underneath here. Some stuff which is lovely. But anyways. Alright, that's now gonna go underneath my desk, so that's just gonna go under here. Okay, that's good enough. There's so much to cable wire, man. This is probably one of the most complex setups there is. There's so much stuff going on, it's unreal. There we go, it's back now. Here it is. So now, I'm gonna plug this into the steering wheel. So I'm just gonna cable manage it nicely in, just so it works out well. Alright, that's cool. Alright, we're now going to put this along here. Alright. So that's now plugged in. The pedals are now plugged in. See how they feel. Yeah, they feel pretty nice. the accelerator is very light. I mean, we're talking so light here. It's so light. But I feel like you can step on the gas, you can put the clutch down. Yeah, that's it. Alright, cool. So now what I'm going to do, I'm now going to wire up the shifter. Now I can just actually put that in, because that's very simple. I'm just going to plug that in like last time. Right up to the edge of the desk, so I have all the space in the world for the actual steering wheel. I think my second, congrats. Yeah, congrats to that, man. I've had my vaccine. Very good, well done. Very, very good. Alright, so now I'm gonna plug this bad boy in to my thingy bobby. So the one thing I'm actually going to be using to play for like a test is, yes, you heard it, BeamNG Drive. Because BeamNG Drive, first of all, it's a really good game to test things in. Get over it. Second of all, I like it. Get over it. Third of all, I just play it a lot, and plus the manual transmission feedback in that game is actually really, really good. So I'm really looking forward to playing it, you know. So we shall see what actually happens with that. I'm just wiring up the remaining few cables. Oh, it really is the best driving game? Are you serious? Oh, even over Forza Horizon 4? You'd say it's better? You'd honestly want to say that? Wow, that's really good, man. Can't believe that game's actually overtaken Forza. But you know what? I do prefer it so much more. It's such a good game. You can just there's endless possibility in BeamNG, man. You can literally turn. Get this right. You can literally turn yourself into an upright piano if you so wish to do so. If you want to become an upright piano in the day, you just say, okay, today I'm going to become an upright piano and I'm going to be driving an upright piano, and that's that. Okay, it really is that simple. That's pretty cool, no? Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to clamp the steering wheel onto the desk. So obviously this is going to need to be unscrewed. This one comes undone nice and quick, which is exactly what I'm... It is a good game to learn. I actually learned how to use the theoretical side of driving. I actually learned how to do it in BeamNG Drive. There's a slight problem here. I can't actually put the steering wheel onto it. So this is one that's further down. Maybe this needs to go down a bit more. Is that really all the way it goes down? Guys, we have a bit of a problem. We have a fitting problem. This is more than just a normal standardized problem. We have a fitting problem. This is not going to fit to my desk. It's actually not going to fit to my desk. It's not going to fit. I'm trying, but it's not really wanting to do myself a favour. It's got quite... It really isn't very, very good in that sort of way. I'm just trying really hard to clamp it, but it is not clamping. It is not going. It might have to just sit on my desk as it is. I think assistance has arrived. Hello, come in, please. Assistance has been called. Please shut the door, please, behind you. Okay, so yeah, there's a bit of a problem here. We can't actually clamp it up to the desk. Right, okay. This is really bad. The gear shifter has got better clamping capabilities than this thing does. So what we're gonna do now, unless I'm missing something, I must be missing something.
Have you got? Do you want me to get any screws?
Oh, maybe I'm missing something. 1 minute.
Do you want me to get any screws?
No, 1 minute. I think I'm actually missing something.
Fucking
Here's some nice. It's a nice thing, isn't it? Alright, so...
Oh, you need to lower that. That needs to go down, right? Then you need to just lock that and then just push it back up.
Give me
So
a second,
basically,
one minute, I'm just looking at
that
this.
is a lifter.
1 minute, that's 1 minute, 1 minute. I'm looking at the wrong documentation. 1 minute. There's so much documentation. Alright, it's just 1 minute. Give me a second.
So much warmer in here.
It's very warm in here, isn't it? Okay, let's see.
Still can't believe a gear stick. Second gear.
Okay. Give me a second.
You got all the pedals, right?
Yep, all the pedals are working. Yeah, this is actually really, really bad. I can't actually clamp this on to my desk.
I might know.
This is really, really bad.
Oh, okay.
I might have actually broken it just there. Hopefully that's not broken. Hopefully I can just easily put that back on. Maybe it needs to go on this way. You know what? I will actually try it on that way. Oh, let's try it on this way. Oh, maybe these are extenders.
These are
Yeah, they're
extenders, that's what I said to you.
okay. Yeah, they're extenders. Okay,
Well,
right.
that's what I said
That's
to
right. That's fine. Okay, right. We can just take those off and just clamp it back on. Hopefully now that
is
should
literally what I
work.
just said. That is literally what I just said.
He did not say that. Guys in the chat, please. Someone say. Did he really say that or not? Yay or nay?
Because I genuinely said those are for like pushing it in and out and up.
And that's still screwed in. Alright guys, mission success. Mission
Yeah, I know.
problem solved.
Bro,
These
I
are just
don't know
stupid
about
extenders.
getting
If you are getting this,
this, be warned.
take these off. Take them off. If you have a big boy desk like me, you need to take them off.
Massive desk.
These are not going to be used.
Wait,
Honestly, I'm not going to. No. I'm doing that. Alright. Alright, so my assistant is now going to leave. Thank you very much. And subscribe to No Attack Your Phone.
Oh,
And-
mate, I'm
and
already subscribed.
Also subscribe to Sub the Great, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So now I'm just doing some I'm just doing some steering, and it's really, really nice. I'm really liking it. Nice shift pads. Quite nice ones. Gear shift. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now. I'm now gonna plug this in to my computer via USB. There's actually a USB cable or like input right over here where I am, so I'm just gonna plug it straight in. Oh, there we go. That's it. It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. Okay, yeah, it's getting ready. It's doing its turn to lock. It knows what it's doing now. Oh god, the power steering is activated. Okay, if I unplug it, it immediately turns off. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm actually now gonna plug in my separate webcam. I need to put this a little bit further away though because I want to have to get this in action. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to plug this in into the back of my computer. Just trying to find a free slot, but I think I've actually found one. Give me a second, please. What was that? Oh, that was a pen. Oh, that's my Parker pen. I hope I didn't break that. It's fine. Metal, those things are strong. Alright, let's just continue. Okay, I'm now on top of my desk. And I'm just going to quickly plug this into the next available USB port, which I've seen right here. Alright, that's the webcam now plugged in. So now, I'm gonna... Right, so now we have my spare webcam over here. I'm now going to start the extra video capture so you guys can actually see what is happening when it decides to actually turn on. Is it turning on? Give me a second. Alright, it's activated. Okay, I'm just going to say right now the lighting is very, very poor, okay? But that is a consequence of what time of night it is. It's about 6:40 right now in the UK. Alright, we're just going to cut over to this. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to simply plug this into my PC. So just give me a couple seconds, and as I plug it in, it's going to do something. Ready? Alright, here we go. You can see it's now turning around. It's also tangling up my wire for the camera. So you can see now the steering is way harder. And immediately it's going back to lock. So I just have to do this. I'm telling you, it's so hard. And then so now what I need to do, I now need to install some software apparently, or something like that. So I'm just gonna have a quick look. The shifter is still as it is now. It still feels exacting. See if there's any like this PlayStation button. Alright, it's actually a button. Okay, this is a button. This button. This button. You want to see the pedals down over there? If you can see them. I put my foot on the clutch. Works nice. Put my foot on the accelerator. If I can, I will put my spare webcam underneath my desk so you can see the pedals somehow, and also my main camera is going to point downwards slightly more so you can see the steering wheel. So if I do this, see, come back to lock, see, really responsive, I like it. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, we're going to go back over to the normal view. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm now going to install some software. So, I believe there is something I actually need to install. So, if it's like a guide or something, I'm just going to find out. So, let's see, I've got my Logitech G29, so I'm just going to research quickly on the internet what it is I actually need to do. So, Logitech G29... PC drivers. Alright, there's some drivers we need to install. By Logitech themselves, they say... Is this really Logitech? Or is this just some, like, ghetto website? I'm really hoping this is the... Support.logi.com. I think that is the real life website. Can someone please confirm that as the real website? I think someone I know very well is going to be able to answer this question. Just playing around with the pedals. Tuck myself in a little bit more. Alright, I'm just going to risk it for a biscuit. Let's go. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly download the drivers. G-Hub is already updated. Logitech gaming software. Alright, I'm just going to quickly download this. Hopefully it doesn't ask me to restart my computer. If it does, I do apologize deeply for this. I really do. I'm going to restart the stream. Alright, let's do that now. Yeah, thank you. Okay, if it does restart, then the stream will just cut off. Can we get a hi in the chat, please, for who's still here? I'm believing it's only 2 people, or now 3 people, so... Yo! Who else we got here? Hi! God, the power in this steering, man, is so strong. You have to use both your hands, man. You need to literally feed the wheel. You can't just, like, one-hand it, man. You just can't one-hand it. Okay, it's just doing something now. I think it's testing out the stuff. Oh, okay, my PC needs to be restarted, people. My PC will need to be restarted. So, alright, what I'm going to do now, I'm now going to stop this stream, and we'll be right back, okay? Stay tuned, stay online. We'll be back in about 2 minutes, okay? Alright. Cheers, guys. We'll be right back.